Happy New Year! Welcome back to another video. It's a girl Bree. If you're new here, hi, and if you're a returning subscriber, you know the vibes already. Today's gonna be a chit chat get ready with me. I'm gonna be doing my makeup. It's actually a get ready with me to go absolutely nowhere. It's going to 8 now, like 8 p.m. and I'm just shooting this video and I'm doing my makeup for no reason, just for this video. But I'm actually really tired and I was not going to do this because I'm really tired, but Red Bull gave me wings. So here I am. What was I going to say? I was going to say, I know my last video was in November, but I have reasons, valid reasons as to why. So please stay tuned into this video so you find out all about my plans for the new year and we can just talk about random stuff that I have on my mind. So yeah, let's get right into it. So my mirror is right here. I'm gonna keep looking at it just to see what I'm doing. Right now I'm just gonna cleanse my face because I actually went outside to get food. I went to Bukhara to get what do you call it, chicken chow mein. Their chicken chow mein is really good. So I'm either gonna be looking at my big mirror here or the small one here. So yeah. I was gonna say, like, yeah guys, happy new year. Wow, I can't believe it's already even the 23rd of January. Like, we were just twinting the cricket there a few days ago. Tell me why I have this pimple here. Like, just tell me why. It's almost that time of the month, so my skin is going through a lot. You guys can see, like, I have blemishes everywhere because I actually had a breakout not so long ago. So I'm still healing and it's just taking a while to come right. By the way, this is what I'm using to cleanse my face. It's the Neutrogena Micellar Water Skin Detox stuff. Is it focused? Please focus. Yes, that's what I'm using. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline primer. This one. Please focus. Right, that's what I'm gonna use. Anyway, so I just wanted to tell you guys about like how my year and the last few weeks of 2023 were for me, right? What happened was I got really sick. Excuse me? Like, what do you even mean by this? Okay, cool. I got really sick and it's crazy, you guys. You will not believe what my doctor told me. You will not believe what my doctor told me. My doctor told me that we have basically been poisoned. And by we, I mean everybody that got vaccinated with mRNA vaccines. That is your Pfizer, your Johnson's and Johnson's, your is it Madonna? What? That one, right? So basically, next I'm going in. Do you know what, guys? I don't know if I should show you what products I'm using or just because I feel like this is gonna end up being longer than it should be. But anyway, I'm using the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Spray. Just for that hydration on my face before the makeup. So anyway, while this dries, let me explain to you what my doctor said and what my symptoms were. So I was basically feeling sick, like abnormally sick, where I have all these weird symptoms that just don't make sense. Although I was like really busy December, you know, just from October to December, I was really busy. Not my phone ringing. Anyway, so yeah, although I was like fully booked and very busy from October all the way up to December, I was experiencing a different kind of fatigue that I have never experienced before. Like, I was extremely tired. So basically that happened from like November, December, right? I was tired, but it was on and off. There'll be days where I'd get a bit of energy and be able to carry on. And I would sometimes feel like I'm gonna pass out. That sometimes I even thought I had like sugar issues, like diabetes or something, because I had those kind of symptoms where I would feel like I'm gonna pass out and I'll start shaking. My vision would be blurry. So many things would be happening, and yeah, that happened. But then by the end of the year, like the last week of December and the first 2 weeks of January, I was completely finished. Oh, I forgot I'm doing my makeup. So I'm gonna mix these two foundations. This is the Makeup by Mario and the Maybelline. I'm mixing them because the Makeup by Mario is not my exact shade. I needed it to be a little warmer, so this is my exact kind of shade, but it's a little too warm. So I'm just gonna mix them to get my undertone. Anyway, so yeah, like where was I? Oh my god, doing my makeup and talking is gonna be so stressful. This is my first get ready with me ever. Anyway, yeah, so the last week of December and the first 2 weeks of January, I was literally dying. Like, I felt like I could not even begin to understand. And now it was worse because I was experiencing severe pains, like back pain and back pain, neck pain, like migraines that would go from like my head all the way to the back of my neck, all the way to my back, and my like I was just in excruciating pain where I could not even get up to do anything. And I was experiencing the type of fatigue where getting up to go to the bathroom was exhausting. Getting up to go and make something to eat was exhausting. Like, that is what I was going through. I was going through so much. I was like, I couldn't explain the type of sick I was. So then I was like, you know what, this is taking, oh my god, is that a rush? Is that a rush? Am I getting a rush? What am I reacting to? No, my skin is really sensitive right now. Like, I don't know what's going on. There's a lot going on. It's breaking out. I'm getting these random allergies. Like, there's just a lot going on. But I'm already this far in the video, so I just have to finish it and then make sure I quickly wash off my makeup as soon as I'm done, just so I can give my face time to recover from all this drama. Anyway, so yeah, like I was like, this is getting out of hand. I need to see a doctor and I need to get some blood tests done because I was like, I'm suspecting diabetes. I'm suspecting I'm suspecting that, because obviously I would Google, and Google will just show me the worst case scenario. Guys, I know this is looking crazy in the camera, but it's all because of these lights. But in the mirror, it's not that hectic. Also, I'll just, don't worry, in case you're like, "Go, why are you looking like a ghost?" It's all right. I've got this. Anyway, so then I'm like, so I go to the doctor. This was actually like 2 weeks ago. I go to the doctor and I get some blood tests done, and my blood tests come back completely good. Like, everything was perfect, right? My liver is functioning, my kidneys are functioning really well. Everything is okay. My immune system is all right. Like, you know. But the only problem was that I was extremely low on vitamin D. Like, my deficiency on vitamin D was severe because on the test report it shows that a normal functioning body should have 100, I don't know, it's 100 what, I don't know what they measure it in, but out of 100 I had 10. Like, I was at 10. That's how low my vitamin D was. I guess that could also explain the fatigue, because I guess vitamin D is also responsible for energy and vitality in your body. So now the doctor tells me like we've been poisoned, and I'm like, what do you mean we've been poisoned? What are you talking about? And he's like, did you get vaccinated? And I said yes. And he says, what vaccine did you get? I tell him I got Pfizer. And he's like, well, the vaccine produces, the mRNA vaccines produce a spike protein in your body that causes blood clotting. It causes what's the other thing that it causes? Some cancers, it causes something else, but mainly blood clotting, right? And weird random symptoms that you just cannot explain. And then that's what he was telling me. He was like, looking at your test results, everything is functioning absolutely well. This is what you hope for when you get results. These are the results you hope for, like good results like this, right? But I totally understand your symptoms, and I totally understand why you're feeling. I'm using the Makeup by Mario. I'm using the Makeup by Mario concealer. This is the Awakening. Yeah. Cereal Skin Awakening Concealer, yes. And he's like, based off of your symptoms, I am pretty sure that your body is responding to the vaccine, and the spike protein in the vaccine, like I said, causes your body to produce a spike protein that ultimately causes all these issues. And this spike protein is being produced every single day. Your body does not get a break. So every single day of your life, until indefinitely, we don't know until how long, because these mRNA vaccines have never been used on humans before, so even doctors don't know the actual side effects. They don't know the actual long-term, short-term effects. So he was like, for now, the spike protein is going to be produced on your body in your body, sorry, indefinitely, until maybe they find something to reverse these effects or reduce the intensity in which the spike protein is produced. And I'm like, what? So basically, your body now sees this spike protein as poison, so it's constantly trying to fight it off. That's what my doctor told me, right? It's your immune system is constantly working to, because the spike protein attacks your cells and tissues. I hope I'm saying it exactly how he said it, but I remember him saying this. I don't want to give wrong information, but I'm just saying what my doctor said. And he was like, yeah, it attacks your cells and does all these things. So your body is constantly trying to fight it off, right? And I was like, damn, okay. And that started to make a lot of sense to me, because I never used to experience the symptoms I'm experiencing now. They only started happening last year, and I got vaccinated the end of 2022 when I had to travel to London. And that's when and why I got vaccinated, right? And I was like, do you know what? Since around March last year is when I started experiencing weird things happening to my body, and it makes sense now that it's been gradually getting worse, because this protein is constantly being produced in my body. So I was like, okay, so then what do we do? Like, what do we do? And then he basically just told me, I hope this fan doesn't make noise as I do this, but I like to let my concealer dry a little bit. Just so I can get a bit more coverage. But while I let it dry, let me just contour, right? So I'm like, okay, doctor, what do we do? And he tells me, well, there isn't a definite solution, like a permanent solution that fixes all of this. The only thing I'm using, I keep forgetting I have to show you guys what I'm using. I'm using my Fenty Beauty. Is it focused? Please focus. Focus. Is it focused? Okay. Yeah, the matchstick in the shade Express. So it's a little too dark for me, but I make it work. I'm an artist and stuff. Anyway, so he then tells me, like, there isn't a permanent solution, but there are supplements I can take that would definitely help a great deal. Starting off with vitamin D, which I am extremely low on, and then vitamin C, and then ivermectin, right? So yeah, I've been taking those, and they have been helping. So basically, he told me to spread the word. He was telling me to spread the word and encourage you guys or whoever really that I can spread this information to take supplements, to take vitamin D, to take vitamin C, to take basically supplements. Just supplement a lot. It will help you, especially if you're experiencing these symptoms that are similar to mine. So yeah, please don't ask me any further questions, you guys, as in like, this is the best information I can give you based off of what my doctor told me. Right now, like I said, all I'm doing is taking the supplements he prescribed, and I have noticed a great change in how my body feels right now. I have energy. When I tell you I didn't have energy before, I didn't have energy. I was even crying on the phone while I was talking to someone, and I was crying to them and telling them I feel like I don't have control of my body. I feel tired. I cannot even lift my arm. I can't do nothing. I couldn't even take clients. Like, I wasn't taking clients for the first 2 weeks of January, and I was transferring all my bookings to other makeup artists. I was giving them all my work because I could not work. I could not work. And it was so, as somebody that loves to work, it was so frustrating. I was now even mentally drained because I'm not used to being that sick, you know? I was struggling to come to terms with the fact that I am basically on bed rest and I cannot do anything. And so that's what I'm trying to tell you, just how intense this situation was. And before the doctor that I went to, I had gone to other doctors, and they always told me, like, they always just couldn't tell what was wrong. You know, they always would tell me your symptoms are so unrelated, and we can't give you like a definite diagnosis and say this is what is wrong, but take this for the pain, take this for that, and that would help a little bit, and then I'll just end up going back to square one. So honestly, I truly appreciated this new doctor that I went to telling me what is wrong and giving me a solution, because I felt like I was just wasting time and money with the other doctors. Well, was I wasting money? Yeah, I was wasting money because I was, paying for stuff. And not getting proper help. Do you know what I mean? So it was definitely stressful. It took a mental toll on me. I was low key depressed from being sick because my main issue was that I was unable to be productive. I was unable to function. I just felt like, how can I just be a potato? I think when you are an overachiever and you are hyper productive like I am, you just kind of get frustrated when you are unable to do that, when you're unable to be in your element, so yeah, no, I wasn't having it. Like, I remember crying. When I tell you guys, I was crying on the phone, literally crying my eyes out, because I was like, what the hell is to become of my life? And I was just also really upset that that was the tone for the beginning of my year. Like, how can I start off the year sick? How can I start off the year just being unable to function? What is the meaning of this? I started questioning everything. I was like, what is the meaning of life? I know, I feel like you guys think I'm exaggerating, but I really went into kind of like a deep dark hole where I even thought I was gonna die, because I had never experienced that much excruciating pain in my head, going down the back of my neck, going down my spine, going down everywhere, going down my back. And I was just like, excuse me, is this my time? Is God calling me? Like, what's going on to the next thing. I'm gonna use this palette that I got from David Beauty Cosmetics. You can use it as where's that brush? You can use it as, sorry, I almost said contour. Why would I say that? You can use it as a lip thing, like as lipsticks, and you can also use it as blush. I love to use this orange shade just because I love my blush orange. Yeah, guys, on to the next thing. I am currently on a different type of journey spiritually. I am getting closer and closer to God. It is actually one of my biggest goals. It was one of my biggest goals. So last year, early last year, I don't know if you guys saw from my Instagram stories where I posted that I am starting to read the Bible. I am embarking on a journey to read and understand the Bible so I can know God for myself and find him out for myself, because although I've been a Christian all my life, I was a lukewarm Christian. I was a Christian that didn't know much about the word. I relied on what I heard from church growing up and what I heard from fellow Christians and just what I heard from the internet. You know, if somebody was preaching something, that's what I relied on, right? So I didn't have any real experience with reading the Bible, and I started that journey all of last year. I was in my Bible reading era. I still am. And it made me discover a lot of things about God and about myself and about the way in which I had been living. I started to realize the gravity of my sins. You know, we're all sinners, but sometimes we like to kind of like, I'm going in with the concealer again just because I need a little more brightness. We're all sinners and we sin every single day, but sometimes we don't even realize the gravity of the sin, right? So I started to realize, if Jesus was to come right now, I am going straight to hell. I am going straight to hell. And I discovered that through reading the word and realizing the gravity of my sin. And the crazy thing is, like, when I started reading the Bible, one of the first scriptures I read was, yo guys, I have a hard time pronouncing it list wow, what an embarrassing thing that I cannot pronounce. It list guys, that one, I have a hard time pronouncing it. But if you read the Bible, you know which scripture I'm trying to pronounce, right? And I'm not exactly sure what chapter it was, but it was talking about sin being death. Like, sin is basically death in God's eyes. You understand? Like, somebody who sins is basically dead in the spirit. So sin is basically as great as death. And I was like, so that means I'm dead. That means my spirit is dead. That means if my spirit is dead, I cannot have eternal life. I cannot I do not have the privilege for God to give me eternal life, because my spirit is dead from all the sin that I have been doing knowingly and even unknowingly, right? Most of it was unknowingly because I was unfamiliar with the word. So I just thought, like, I didn't know because I was ignorant. I didn't know because I didn't read the Bible. So I was just cruising thinking, like, it's not that big of a deal, Kante, it's as great as death. And when I came to that realization, I was like, there is no way that this is going to be my life. There is no way that I'm going to be dead in the spirit. There's absolutely no way. And how can I be closer to God if my spirit is dead? If I am consumed by sin? So I started to slowly but surely break out of a lot of habits that I had that the Bible basically told me were terrible habits, were terrible things, and they were sin, and they were as great as death. So I had to just say, no way. This makeup, I'm not sure, it's not makeup, but we will see. So, by the way, the powder I'm using is Laura Mercier. Not me not showing you guys. This is the Laura Mercier powder in the Shane Translucent Honey. Yeah, so basically I had to now just decide to get closer to God and just change my lifestyle, change the way that I do things, change a lot of things about my life, and just try to do whatever it takes to get closer to God. So basically that's the journey I'm on. I just want to get closer to God. I even this year, like I didn't pray for material things. I didn't pray for this, for that. I just said, God, please do whatever it takes to bring me as close to you as it gets. I do not want to be far away from you. I do not want to be separated from you. I want to be next to you every single day of my life. I want to feel your presence. I want you to be in my life like never before. That's basically what my prayer has been. And guys, it has been tough. It has been tough because I've had to let go of a lot of things. And after realizing that I was a lukewarm Christian, being a lukewarm Christian, I mean, as in, like, you do believe in God, you do believe God exists, you pray every now and then, you have gone to church, you know one, two, three things about the Bible, even though you may not know the Bible in depth, even though you may not know scripture to scripture, but you still do worldly things. You still, for example, I was going to the club. I was basically just doing things that I don't think God was impressed when he saw me do them. And even the whole thing of sex before marriage, I just, when you grow up and you're taught about sex and everybody is talking about sex and how it's not that big of a deal, express yourself sexually, express you sexually, like whatever, like all that talk about just sex before marriage being okay, like how it was normalized. After I started reading the Bible, I started to realize, damn, like how could I have not seen that this thing was more than just sex. And I had to repent. I had to say, God, I am sorry that I indulged in sex before marriage. I am sorry. This is me being very open and vulnerable, but it is what it is. I have to be honest for the message to come across, right? I had to say, Lord, I am so sorry. I thought it's not that big of a deal. I thought it's just sex. I thought, like, okay, if I'm in a relationship with this person and I feel like I love them and I feel like they love me and we get intimate, it's not that deep, right? Until the Bible was like, baby girl, you are so wrong. You couldn't be further from the truth. So that's another thing that I had to. It wasn't difficult for me, fortunately, because I don't want to get too deep as to why it wasn't difficult, but I didn't struggle with deciding to abstain and deciding to go the celibacy route. It wasn't difficult. I wouldn't say like I'm struggling with that decision, or that I am finding it difficult. I'm absolutely not. I'm actually really happy that I have chosen abstinence. I have chosen to basically now save myself for my future husband. It's just a decision that I made, that I will no longer be indulging in sex before marriage, because the road that I'm on spiritually does not allow me to. It does not allow me to continue to do stuff like that. You get me? I am no longer the club babe. I just feel like the environment in the club, it always kind of. You guys are gonna wonder, why am I putting blush there? I don't know, guys. I just like to do it, but I put a little too much. The club environment, guys, I know in my videos I look like I'm having fun, like when I'm taking stories. Of course I have to look like I'm having fun, but honestly the environment, it just always felt off for me. I don't know why. maybe it was God just trying to tell me that He doesn't want me there. But it just always kind of felt off for me. Like I kind of felt like I'm forcing it, you know. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm over that now. I'm over the club life. I'm over all that, right? I just want to do things that God will see me do and be proud of them. So whenever I struggle with like making decisions, I'm like, what would God think about this? And if God would be happy about it, I'd go ahead and do it. If He wouldn't, then I don't do it. That's just how I make decisions nowadays. Like I just feel like if it doesn't look pretty in front of God, if it doesn't please God, if it doesn't make God happy, then why am I doing it if I'm trying to get closer to Him? Why am I doing it if I want spiritual elevation, if I want to experience God in a way that I've never experienced Him before? You know, so that's where my head is at with the whole not doing things that God wouldn't be proud of, like, yeah, stuff like that. I'm using this brow gel by from David Beauty Cosmetics. I don't know what brand this is, but yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to talk while I do my brows because I love to be precise when I'm doing brows, and obviously when I talk, that's not gonna work out really well for me. So I actually powder them a little bit after brushing them up, just because it's gonna be easier to go on top with liner because it won't be greasy. It'll just be like matte. I don't like shiny brows at all. I'm gonna go in with the, is this Revolution makeup or is this, where did I get this? Because the thing is gone now. The There's no more writing on it, so I don't know if this is Revolution makeup or if it's the other one that I got from. But anyway, you can find brow gel in Discount or Clicks. So yeah, let's try and see if I can do this while I'm talking. So yeah, guys, spiritually, I'm just on that journey of trying to know God more, trying to understand Him, and just, and I also recently found a church that I think I'll be going to from now on. I went last Sunday, and I absolutely loved it. It's my type of church. It was my first time going to church in almost 4 years, because the last church I went to almost ruined the whole concept of church for me and just fellowshipping, because hey, there was a lot going on. It was one of those where like the people are claiming to be a church of Christ, but heaven, what am I doing with my brothers? Wow, wow, hectic. Anyway, so yeah, the church was just really hectic, you guys. They were kind of hypocrites and very judgmental, and just it wasn't working out. So I found a church. Um, so yeah, that's what's new. Anyway, so yeah, guys, the crazy thing is, last year when I started getting into the Bible more and stuff, I made a post on Instagram. Tell me why I lost about 20 followers because I was talking about God. When I tell you, like, I got scared because obviously I'm an influencer and you need the numbers, right? So I panicked and I was like, oh no, that means I can't really talk about God. But then after some time, I was like, that is the devil. This is the devil trying to discourage me from using my platform to talk about God. Because the devil obviously does not want God to be glorified. So I came to my senses and God said to me, well, I never used to understand what people mean when they say God said to them. But since I got closer to God, it's like God speaks to me in different ways. He speaks to me through dreams. He speaks to me through even videos I watch. Like I would go on TikTok and I'd find somebody talking about a situation that I'm going through. And, obviously so that person would be a Christian, so they'll be addressing it from a Christian perspective. And also a biblical perspective. He talks to me in that way as well. He talks to me just in like, do you know the voice inside your head? Yeah, sometimes it tells me what to do, and sometimes I think that's God. I think that's God. Anyway, yeah. So God spoke to me and said, "What use?" Actually, He spoke to me through a scripture. He said, "What scripture is this that says, what use is it to gain the whole world and lose yourself, or something like that, or and lose basically just." Yeah, what scripture is this? I read it a long time ago, so I don't remember. But yeah, it was like, what use is it for a man to gain the whole world, but like basically lose themselves? I'm just paraphrasing. I don't remember the exact words, but yeah. So then I was like, oh, okay. What use is it for me to have all these followers if they don't want me to talk about God? So then I was like, yeah, I'm going to talk about God anyway, because what use is it if I have them, but I cannot glorify God? And what do I gain if I do not gain the kingdom of heaven, right? So what do I gain if I have all these followers, but I'm basically, my spirit is empty because I did not gain the kingdom of heaven, and basically like I am prioritizing these followers over God. So then make it make sense. So yeah, basically God spoke to me in that sense, and I was like, I'm just gonna start posting about God again. I don't care if they unfollow me, it's good, it's fine. They were not meant to be there. God will bring the right audience to me, God will bring the right people to my pages, and we move. So yeah, now I post about God on my Instagram. I'm not even embarrassed about it, because another thing that the devil was trying to do was making me, obviously there's this stereotype of like when you're a pretty girl, or like when you're a baddie, people, when you start trying to get closer to God, or when you speak about God, I've had people message me and say, I've had people message me and say, you're too pretty to be Christian, or like to post about God. I've had people say basically stuff along the lines of like, like, how could you know about God? And I'm like, it was getting to me at some point. I'm like, oh, maybe I don't have the look. I don't have the godly look. Well, I don't know what a godly look is. I don't know what somebody who believes in God is even supposed to look like. So it was getting to me, because I was like, these people are making fun of me while I'm trying to be serious and talk about God, and they're saying, Hore, I'm basically in no position to talk about God because of how I look. Guys, I was so upset. So I got discouraged. I was like, yo, and I'm like, don't even call me a slave queen. What do you even mean? So that was the devil trying to discourage me in so many different ways to talk about God. But then I got over it, and I was like, God knows me. God knows my heart. And God knows I don't have to look a certain way to talk about Him. God knows I don't have to look a certain way to believe in Him. Being a Christian, Christianity doesn't have a look. Being a Christian doesn't have a look. And I don't know why people want to say, just because I look a certain way, or just because I'm an influencer, or like just because I'm a content creator, I cannot speak about God. So they put me in this box of like, oh, you can be anything but Christian. And I was like, hectic. So that got to me for a while, and I was like, give my that. I started overthinking it and stuff, and that was obviously the devil. But God reassured me and spoke to me once again. You see, like, that's why you cannot convince me God does not exist. You cannot even convince me that God doesn't speak to us, because He speaks to us. And that's when I started to read that's when I discovered Isaiah. It was around the time I was feeling some type of way about this whole entire thing of like, am I Christian enough? Am I even like in a position to even speak about God? Like, basically just condemning myself, and like, you know allowing the judgment I was receiving to get to me. And I stumbled upon Isaiah 47. Is it Isaiah? Is it what Isaiah is it? Yo, guys, I don't know, like, I'm still not at a point where I can quote scripture word for word and say where it's coming from, but I know it's Isaiah. And he was saying like, I have chosen you, and I've known you by name, and I will give nations for your life, because I love you and because you are mine. And I was like, God, it's like a love letter to me. So you love me and you've chosen me and you know me by name and you would give nations for my life. I was like, hell yeah, I can speak about God. I can post about God because he loves me and I am his. It literally says, you are mine. I was like, I am his. Whether these people think otherwise, he knows me. He would give nations for my life. So then I was like, that's all the reassurance I needed. I started posting about God because I was like, that's the reassurance I needed. So yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna do my brows off camera and then I'll come back because there's no way I'm gonna finish. So I'm back, you guys, and my brows are done. I could do better, honestly. Like, yeah, but I told you guys I'm tired, so I'm really not trying to go all out because, like I said, I'm not going anywhere. So just to keep the theme of, like, my little brown thingy scarf and my brown jumpsuit, I'm gonna go in with brown eyeshadow, and I'm using the Morphe palette. Yeah, I've had this for a while, guys, so it's looking a little raggedy, but yeah, I don't know which brown I'm gonna use from here. Which one matches my vibe more? I think this brown over here. Yeah, or maybe this one. I've never even used this one. Wow, let's try it. Never used it before. It's still untouched. I don't know where I left off. I'm just gonna blend out any concealer that has creased on my eyelids so that I can put on the eyeshadow properly. So I was gonna say, like, I don't know where I left. Yeah, I like this brown. Absolutely love it. I don't know where I left off before I went and did my eyebrows, but I was just trying to reintroduce myself to you guys as a proper Christian now, not just a lukewarm Christian. I no longer just want to believe in God, I actually want to practice being a believer. I want to I want to live my life in a way that makes sense to my beliefs in God. You understand? So basically, yeah, guys, I think you can see what I'm doing. I'm just packing it on before I actually go ahead and blend it out. One thing about me today, you guys know I'm the queen of what do you call this? Wing liner or cat eye, as some of you guys call it. But today, there's absolutely no way I'm doing it. I am so tired. I just want to get this done and over with. And especially that my skin is kind of having a reaction right now. I want to wash it off. So there's no point really doing all the extra stuff while I'm just gonna immediately get this off my face. So yeah. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to reintroduce myself to say the old me is kind of gone. Not even kind of, she is gone. I want my actions, my words, my thoughts, my everything to reflect God. So you guys are obviously going to see that this person has changed. So I want you guys to know what influenced the way I think now, what influenced the way I speak, the way I do things, and what influences my entire life, basically. Is my mic on? Oh, it's on. I have a mic now, you guys. I know that's right. I have, oh my god, that's actually another thing. Do you know, guys, I'm just talking to you guys. I don't have any notes as to what I was gonna talk to you guys about. So I'm talking to you guys about anything. That it's a chit chat, get ready with me. So we're just chit chatting about whatever comes to my mind. Speaking of mics, I have a little show, like a little talk show on my Instagram stories called Since I Have a Mic Now, in case you don't follow me on Instagram. And I'm actually going to turn it into an actual podcast. How many times have I said actually in one sentence? One thing about me, child. I don't like that. What did I just do? I need to blend that out because why is it all the way by my nose? Anyway, so since I have a mic now is an actual thing and I feel like it's gonna take off. because people actually like it. People that follow me on Instagram actually like since I have a mic now. And when I don't post episodes, they ask me like, "Excuse me, what are we talking about today?" And since I have a mic now, came so randomly. I wanted a mic, and I've just always been looking for it until I actually found it at this store in Main Mall by opposite Main Deck, basically. So I went and I got the mic, and then on my way to the gym, I was by I Towers because I go to go Jack's gym I Towers, right? So I was in the parking lot, Yako I Towers, and I unboxed my mic and I started saying, since I have a mic now, you guys have to listen to me, da 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 da. And I was just like talking about random stuff. I don't know what I started talking about. But people then started responding and laughing at the fact that whatever I was saying, I just started it with, since I have a mic now. And then I made it a thing. I just started, whenever I would use the mic on my stories, I'd just say, "Hi guys, welcome back to Since I Have a Mic Now." And then I'd start saying, "So anyway, since I have a mic now, da 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 da." And then it became a thing and people like it. And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I talk about so many different things on there. I talk about just the randomest of, like, whatever comes to my mind on that day, be it something that happened to me on the day or be it something that's been on my mind. I just address it and I give my views and my opinions about it, and people actually engage. And it's so crazy to see that people are actually interested in what I have to say. And I was just like, wow, that's crazy that you guys actually want to listen. I didn't think anybody would be interested to hear what I have to say, but they actually are. So that's exciting. So I am actually, since I have a mic now, it's going to be an actual podcast this year. That's one of the things I'm going to be doing. Yeah, I'm going to continue doing it how I'm doing it, but just, inviting people and having these discussions that I have on my own with them. So that's something to look forward to. That's exciting. Oh, this brown is eating, but I think I wanted a little darker. So I'm gonna dip into this darker brown. Just in the center though, you guys will see what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm going the extra mile when I'm gonna wipe this off, but anyway, I love that. I love that. Do I love that? I love it. It looks nice on the thing. I don't know if it's on the mirror. I don't know if it's coming across how it is on the camera. Anyway, so yeah, be on the lookout for Since I Have a Mic Now. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, please just follow me so you can see what it's actually all about. I'm realizing me thinking I can use the same brush to blend out this darker shade is actually insane, because what am I doing? So anyway, I'm taking a clean brush now and I'm just blending out the edges, making sure it's smooth and nice. And I'm going back in with that brush that I was using and I'm putting on more of the darker shade and stuff. Right. Yeah, guys. So follow me on Instagram if you're not following me already, so you can see what Since I Have a Mic Now is all about, and also just so you can see my daily content that I post on there while you wait for the YouTube videos. I know that's right. I say I know that's right so much that if I got paid to say it, I would be so filthy rich right now. Filthy rich. Because every second, I know that's right. Every second. Anyway, wait, what led me to talking about Since I Have a Mic Now? Oh, because I was telling you guys I have a mic now. Oh, because you guys haven't seen the mic. Only Instagram people have seen the mic. You guys haven't seen it on YouTube. So let me know how the audio is like. Because sometimes this mic has a tendency of giving Nollywood movie. Like, it's like a it's Nigeria with the sound, because sometimes so I don't know, guys. This is my first time using it for YouTube, so I don't know. Maybe I'm shooting a video and it's like almost an hour long. That time, hectic, very hectic. I think I've kind of done this look before, haven't I? Do you know what? I kind of want to go in with a little bit of black. Or will I be pushing it? Will I be pushing it? Will I be pushing it? I feel like I've done this before. I feel like I've done this look before. Unless, I know how I can spice it up. I know how I can spice it up without going too dark. I have a plan. So let me look for the thing that I want to put on top, and then I'll show you guys the vision. I have these eyeshadow pigments that I got from David Beauty Cosmetics, and this one is like a pinkish one, and I'm just gonna put it on top. Ooh, I need the primer. It, like, you need to prime it with pigment primer. It's not focusing. Focus. Right. It's also from David Beauty Cosmetics. You guys know about David Beauty Cosmetics from my last video. I told you guys all about them, and you guys watched the trip to SA when I went to buy stuff from them. So yeah. I'm just gonna put a little bit of the primer. A little actually does go a long way, especially because I'm actually really not trying to do the most. I'm just trying to put a little bit. So just blending it out. Yeah. Let me know if you guys want me to do more makeup videos. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this. Yeah. So yeah, guys, basically that's it. As for my plans for this year, I just really want to mainly just get closer to God. One, that's the top of my list. That's my main priority right now. Two, I want to get serious with everything that I'm doing. I want to stop procrastinating on a lot of the ideas, especially business ideas that I have. I want to actually implement everything that I said I was going to do and actually get up and do it. Because one thing about me, I will procrastinate. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What do you even mean by this? I know, that's right. Hello? Like, hello? Do you get me? Let me finish. I'm getting too excited, child. I'm getting too excited. Ooh. Oh my goodness. This is so pretty. This is stunning. This is gorgeous. You guys, I don't know if the camera is doing this pigment justice. I need a smaller mirror so I can see properly. Oh, gee, this is so cute. And the thing with these pigments is like, it's not one color. Like when you look one way, it looks green. When you look the other way, it looks whatever. Like it's just, there's a lot going on, and I'm here for it. Absolutely here for all of it. Then I'm gonna go back in with that same brush and just blend out the edges, just so the pigment is not everywhere. It's actually where I want it to be, which is just on the lid. I might have to do my wing liner. I might have to do it. I don't know. I got carried away all of a sudden. This is what happens all the time. I say to myself, oh no, I'm not going to do anything hectic. Jiki jiki. Jiki jiki. I have glitter on my eyes. Like, tell me why. Tell me why. Okay, so I decided I'm not going to do like the wing liner that I normally do, but I am going to have some kind of wing. But for now, I'm taking this LA Girl gel liner. This is what I use all the time for my wing liner. All the time. All the time. I never use anything else. So I'm just putting this in the ear. I have an eye booger. I'm just putting this on my inner corner. I don't think I want to extend it though. I think it's just fine like that. Because like I said, I'm really trying to not do the most. Right. It's starting to rain. I can hear it outside. I hope, but since I have a mic now, I'm not worried about the sound. So you see how this since I have a mic now thing is an actual thing. Like, that's literally how it started. Everything I said, I was like, oh, since I have a mic now. Right. I'm doing a disaster. What is that? Why is it going all the way out? Ooh. Okay, no, but that's fine. I'll fix it. I just have to get a small brush and do a wing, but not a wing, but like a wing. So hold on, guys. I could just leave it here, honestly. I could, but I feel like just a little bit of, you know, underline. Yeah, let me just do that. So I'm taking this brush and then I'm taking the gel line and I'm just gonna dip into that and I'm gonna, I don't know how I'm gonna, okay, I'll just, because now with the lashes, they're kind of in the way. But basically, I'm smoking out like a wing. Ooh, this is hard with lashes, but I'm just gonna hold them down like this. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay. By the end here, I'm just gonna blend this out. Yeah, basically that. You see how it kind of gave the eye a little bit of zhuzh without actually doing the most. So it's basically a wing, but not as defined as I usually make mine, and definitely way quicker, because you just put a bit of the line and then you just smudge it out. So absolutely love this. Absolutely love this. I'm gonna do the other eye and then I'll get back to you guys. Oh, but I love this, guys. I did a thing where I went and finished the whole look off camera, but that wasn't even. Ouch! See, like my back is killing me. Anyway, that wasn't even my plan. My mic died, so I had to charge it, and I couldn't just wait for it to charge while I did nothing because it's already past 10 now. So I needed to get the beat done, and also even the phone I'm filming with was dying as well, and I didn't want to film with my other phone because airdropping and then transferring and then going, because I like to just edit on one phone. I like to just edit on the 13. Um, so I just didn't want to now shoot on the 14 and then like airdrop and then edit there. Like it's just I just didn't want that. So I had to charge my phone as well and then charge my mic as well. And yeah, basically what I did was finish the eyes. Then I used my Fenty highlighter. Let me just show you guys what I did. I used my Fenty highlighter to highlight. I used what else did I do off camera? I just basically did my nose contour. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Then I did my lips. That's it. I didn't do anything much. I didn't set my face. I didn't put any setting spray because it's a waste. This is milk makeup. It's expensive. But even if it's not milk, I also have like Rimmel London. But I just don't want to set my face because I'm going to wipe this off now. It's not like I need it to last or be set. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the makeup. I'm done. I love this beat. I love this beat. I don't know if like my watch is making noise and I feel like it's disrupting my mic. Anyway, yeah. So I love this beat because I feel like I said I wasn't gonna do too much, but this is proper food lamb. Like one thing about me, I'll say, oh, I'm so tired, I'm not gonna do a lot. Next thing, I come out looking like this. Like tell me why I look like this at 10 p.m. Tell me why. And I can't even go anywhere. Like if it was at least like 8 p.m., I'd go for like a little dinner, solo date type of thing. But now it's 10 p.m. All the restaurants are closed, and I look like this, and I just have to wipe it off and go to sleep. Like, tell me why nobody's gonna see me. Tell me how I'm gonna look this good. I'm definitely gonna recreate this look when I go out. I don't know where I'm gonna be going, but whenever I'm going out next, I'm gonna do this look because tell me why it's so good. Wow. Wow. No, it's eating. So yeah, guys, that's it for the look. As for what I was talking about, where did I leave off? I think I left off when I was talking about just my plans for the year. So yeah, like I just plan to be serious with YouTube. Hopefully my health won't get in the way. Like you see, I told you guys like whenever I do something and I just kind of overexert myself physically because I also was doing a lot of work today. I also filmed a wig install for when I was installing this wig today. I filmed that reel for Instagram. I'm gonna edit it and post it maybe tomorrow. And then basically I've just been like doing a lot today, and whenever I overexert myself, my body just starts to shut down. Like right now, my back is killing me. Oh, I forgot to mention that I am also doing physiotherapy now. I see a physiotherapist 2 times a week, and yeah, it's kind of helping. I'm still doing gym as well to try and strengthen my back and stuff. But yo, guys, I'm suffering in that department. Like my migraines, my back, just pain, pain, pain every single day. And what else was I gonna talk about? But anyway, yeah, I was gonna say like the plan is to just shoot content like consistently. YouTube, Instagram as well. I hope to get more brand deals this year. I'm still working with Duck and Lovely. I hope to get more brand deals. I just hope to be serious, social media wise, and just take things up a little, up a notch. And what else am I planning to do? I'm just planning to just be the girl that I think I am. I think my prayer was that if I have Jesus in my heart, if I truly pursue my journey with Christ, I feel like everything else will fall into place. Like I feel like all my heart desires and everything that God has planned for me will just like fall into place, and I'll basically be aligned with God's purpose for me. So I don't really have like I don't know, I'm just going with the flow. I'm just going with like what God plans to do for me and his guidance and everything. So yeah, but I do have like hopes and plans and dreams, but I just feel like the most important thing is to put God at the center of my life, then everything else will come together. I don't know if I'm making sense, but anyway, yeah. Another thing is that I will be selling hair actually very soon. This is hair that I got for myself. I did a reel on, this is how many inches? This is the 28 inches. I think I'm wearing 28 inches now. Yeah, this is, no, it's not the 30, it's the 28. Yeah. I did a reel where I unboxed the wigs and showed you guys what they look like. So basically, I'm still working out the logistics. I already said that on Instagram that I'm still working out the logistics of the new venture that I want to get into, which is like selling hair, renting hair. I'm already renting hair, by the way, in case you need like a wig. I'm renting hair, and yeah, like etc etc. Like I'm just trying to do everything I said I was gonna do. So I don't know if you guys enjoyed this get ready with me chit chat situation. I hope you did. I don't really remember if I talked about everything that I wanted to talk about, but happy new year, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm back now. Hopefully things will just flow from here going forward. Hopefully I won't go back to being as sick as I was and being unable to do anything. Hopefully everything just falls into place, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. One love.